We're dead in the middle of tax season and many of us are in the panic mode. I ask, why so if you're close to your friendly CPA? Many of you have emailed us about the meals deduction under the new tax law. I'm no CPA, so I can't say anything about the above subject matter. Why don't we slide the screen over to our expert, Cpa Garg CPA PC, who will give us his expert advice on meals deduction under new tax laws. By the way, Cpa Garg's headquarters is located in Ashburn, Virginia, and he appears on this segment titled Tax Tips with Tax Guru.
Good morning, Washington, D.C. We are again back under new tax reforms. In February, we talked about how to save some taxes under Section 199A. Many times there is some good news, and good news always come with some bad news. When you get the new tax cuts, some of the tax deduction which you are able to claim earlier, now you can't claim. But you can still make some tax strategy how to optimize current tax rules and regulation. Most important factor and most common deduction applied to every business is meals and entertainment expense. Yes, meals and entertainment expenses. Most of the taxpayer knows till last year I can claim 50% of all of my meals and entertainment deduction, and blindly most of the taxpayer was following the same concept and claiming. In news you might have heard you cannot claim any meals and entertainment deduction anymore. Answer is subjective. Now you have to look what is really means by meals and entertainment expenses and how can I optimize it, or what are the changes the new government has made. First thing, if you remember, there some of the meals and entertainment expenses was 100% deductible, some of them was 50%. Many of you might not have realized, oh, can I claim 100% meals and entertainment? Answer was yes, some of them. Now, what are the changes? Simple. Whatever you can claim 100% till 2017, it turns to 50%. Second, whatever you can claim 50% till 2017, now is a 0%. So, now whatever you are reading, any books in the past, any court cases, any circulars, anything which is issued before the passing new bill, change accordingly. So, simple thing is, let us talk about what was allowed as a 100% deduction and which is turns to be 50% deduction in 2018. First thing, meals served in your business meeting within business premises. Means if your office and you are getting meals served within your office, then it was 100% deductible till 2017. Now this is 50% deduction. Second, let us say you have office space, you have lot of employees where you want to organize one training or some business meeting, but you do not have enough conference room or enough space. You take outside building facility where all the employees goes for a training or for a meeting. Anything you order for that food or meals for that training purpose, it was allowed as a 100% deduction till 2017. Now, it is allowed only a 50% deduction from 1st January 2018. Next part. So, let us say I have one client meeting or I have today some deadline. I do not want my staff to go out for lunch. I want to use 1 hour or 1.5 hour, whatever time it is, to use in the office. As a boss, you go ahead and order the food and foods deliver in the meeting room, so that you can save your productive time. Or your staff is staying till late, you are ordering the food so that your staff can utilize all of your time within the office and you want to save your productivity. That meal expenses was 100% deductible till 2017. Now, this will be 50% deductible from 1st January 2018 onwards. Next part. You have as a corporate policy, you are giving the food in office cafeteria or you are getting the lunch served to your employees during lunchtime within office premises. What about that? That was also coming under 100% meals and entertainment deduction before for 31st December 2017. Now, it is 50% deduction. So, if you are accountant, what thing I should change? Make sure you are segregating meals expenses in 2 parts now. Meals subject to 50% deduction, second meals subject to 0% deduction. Make sure you are segregating. If you do not segregate now, when the tax filing comes, you do not know which is 50%, which is 0%, and by default you may put as a 0% deduction. So, for simplicity or to understand as a layman, I will just recap and how it works. So, let us say first thing, off-site business premises means out of town. So, let us say you have a taxpayer. There is one court cases happened, let me just recap that part. Under one of the case, taxpayer went and did 100% of their meal expenses for the employees who went and out for the games. Under the audit, IRS challenged that deduction and said this is not 100% deductible. One big deal was IRS lost the case. The taxpayer won the case and he got the 100% deduction. From that day, you get the pathway how to claim 100% business meal deduction. Now, only difference is that 100% deduction now convert to 50% deduction. Remember, in 2018, it reduced from 100% to 50%, but from 2026, it will turn to 0%, but you have long way to go, 8 years. Forget what will happen after 2026. Look at first 8 years where you can claim the deduction. Let us say next part, you have the employees who are sitting in the office and eating. Let us say you have 5 employees, one of whom is your key assistant. You have an emergency and need your assistant to work throughout the lunch, or he or she need to sit late and you are ordering a lunch, you are ordering a dinner for your staff and they are working in the office. What about the deduction? Can I claim it? Till last year, it was a 100% deduction. This year, you still can claim 50% deduction. So, main thing is you still have a lot of chances to claim your meals and entertainment expenses at least 50%, but not 100%. Next part, meals in the office business meeting. Just now we discussed two cases where you can claim is the 50% reduction. Cost the meals provided to employees is still as a 50% claim. That is right. This strategy will help you to provide in 2018 as compared to 0% reduction, but you need to make sure you are fully careful when you take this as a deduction. Next part, when we say meals and entertainment is taken away, what all things are taken away? What things are still allowed? First thing, if you have a client meeting, you are going and meeting with the client, you are eating a lunch with your client, it is not allowed. That is what people are talking, meals are disallowed. You are going for a golf, or you are going to watch some games with your client, those meals and entertainment expenses are not allowed. Any games, let us say you have some vacation plan with your clients. Till 2017, we used to say you went with the client, you have some business discussion, you need to document it and say, oh, I went with this and this client, you put the notes on the back of the bill, oh, we discussed this, we discussed that, and you are able to claim the 50% reduction. Those reduction has died, means you can't claim those as a further deduction in 2018 or more. But again, these are just say entertainment. Let me give you one simple example. You are a realtor. You have a client to whom you help to buy the house. Client bought the house, he moved in. Now, you know this client has a couple of his friends who want to buy the house. You invited him for lunch and you went outside with that client with the hope he will refer to his friends, and you just want to have a business meeting. Then you spend the money on the lunch, let us say $100, $200, whatever amount you are spending on the lunch with your past client with the help of referral. Can I claim this as an expenses? Unfortunately, under the new law, business meal with the clients or with the hope of promoting your business is not allowed. This is what people are talking, why is everything is disallowed. If you use business entertainment in a business building, your cost of doing business increase, but with January 1st, 2018, it increased little bit more. The main reason is earlier you are able to claim as a deduction, now there is no more deduction. So, the tax saving which was able to recover some of the cost, you can't claim anymore. So, let me read what are the new law. The way it is said, entertainment, amusement, recreation or qualified transport fringes. In general, no deduction otherwise allowable under this chapter shall be allowed for any of them. So, simply all your meals and entertainment expenses are going to be disallowed if you are not falling under 3 or 4 categories which we just discussed. Make sure you are giving meals and entertainment during your office premises, within the premises, and to make sure you are saving for your employees. Let's say if I am a business owner, I am ordering my own meals to save my time. Can I claim this? Answer is no. On the same side, if your employee, you want to save his time and want to claim the deduction, yes, you can claim the 50%. So, if you have a team meeting where you are ordering your own food along with the employees, you can claim the full bill, but for your own purpose, your own, answer is no. So, whenever you have the new tax law change, it comes with some plus, some minus. Thank you for the day. I will see you next Saturday on the same time.